See, what a lot of people don't really understand about politics, oh my gosh, y'all. I can't remember where I became able to get this information, but I learned a lot somewhere about Machiavellianism. And if you know what Machiavellianism is, or what that idea is, if you could put it in the chat for anybody who's watching, because I'm just going to talk, I'm not going to explain it. And part of what Machiavellianism does is it teaches how to put on a front. And a lot of politicians have studied it. You talking about Obama has studied it, Bush, both the Bushes have studied it. Like, there's not a politician probably on the planet or who's been installed by Western government who has not studied Machiavellianism. And what it does is it really one thing that Machiavelli always said was, always be sure to put on the air of Christianity. Literally in those words, I'm not lying, that's verbatim. The air. The veneer. Sorry. Thank you, Machiavelli. I appreciate you for correcting me. The veneer. He said, get my shit right. If you gonna say it, say my shit right. Machiavelli said, always be sure to put on the veneer of Christianity. And what we don't understand, and people don't understand why some of us don't participate in the political process, as they call it, is because these things are all a setup. These things are all a setup. And yes, Christianity is a scam. One of them. So is Islam. Let's be clear. But politicians are professional people, okay? They get paid to do what they do. They aren't doing a service for you. They're not doing a favor for you. They make sure that they write into law their salaries. Do you get to do that at your job? No, they do. They decide their own salaries. You guys may know, excuse me, I'm drinking some Pellegrino. It's got me burping. You guys may know that she actually wrote into an ordinance or a law. I think she only writes ordinances. I don't think mayors can write laws. I got to do my research. But she actually wrote in an ordinance that if in her next election she loses, the next mayor will only make $25,000. But if she wins, she keeps her current salary of about $220-something thousand. Yeah, for real. Yeah, she's making sure she gets the bag. Even though the average person in her town, in her village, only makes $20,000 a year, she gonna make sure she get her $225,000. Does that even make any fucking sense? I mean, let's talk about the veneer, honey. Let's talk about the veneer. This woman is a politician. It's a job. It is a, if I could describe it, because I've been told before that I should get into politics, and I just don't think you guys will vote for me. Because I wouldn't say what people want to hear. And see, the thing is, even if you do get into office saying what the people want to hear, you can't stay in office doing what the people want you to do. You got to play the games. A politician, according to the Googles, is a person who is professionally involved in politics, especially as a holder or a candidate for an elected office. I consider it to be somebody who gets paid to have power. Oh, they said it for me. Politician is a person who has political power in the government of a state, a person active in party politics, or a person holding or seeking an elected office in government. It's a person who gets paid to have power. So we have to understand, if Tiffany Henyard does not give a fuck about the people, allegedly, her job is to wield power. And you don't wield power by playing bingo with people. I honestly think she's influential in keeping people quiet. Sleep. Since Obama's no longer in office, somebody's got to keep the niggas asleep. Let me let her continue. We about halfway through, but hopefully we get done with this soon.
So y'all keep on, because I'm going to keep on doing what I do, which is growing our communities, going to get money, bringing back to our communities, and developing programs for our youth, because our youth is the future, whether you want to believe that or not. Someone has to pass the baton, someone has to educate them, and someone has to give them an opportunity, because, yes, they're going to make mistakes. Yes, they're not perfect. We're not perfect. But I just need you to know that I'm not here to, tell them you stop here. No. Whatever mistake you made, guess what? You'll get through it. Grow through it. Show them why you have.
Is she talking about kids whose parents have raised them with a level of academic excellence and focus? Or is she talking about, disenfranchised inner city nigga kids? Y'all, I'm going to say it because I can. They can't, I can. I mean, what's wrong with these kids in this city and their parents? Because that's not what I've seen at the meetings. I've seen people who present pretty well as people who have cared about themselves for a very, very long time and have some dignity and self-respect. But she talking like the kids of this town bad as hell, like they need a whooping.
The strength you have and why you're going to be the person that God has deemed you to be. So just do that, because that's all I ever do. Everything that I've done and accomplished is all through him. I couldn't do half of the things I've done or accomplished without staying prayed up and making sure that God understands. Well, not he understand, that I understand what he has me on the mission to do, which is to lead the people.
Bitch, can you bring Tamika
$1 million? Y'all talking about $1 million. So here we go. We're going to talk about this $1 million, because we'll be all day, because y'all got a lot of questions for Super Mayor. But we're going to talk about this $1 million of why you're here today to talk about this wonderful thing that we put together. A lot of times, and I'm going to tell you the story, and I'm going straight into the $1 million. So I hope y'all paying attention, because I don't want to repeat it. So make sure y'all come and get the money, because it's for the residents of Thornton Township. Let me say that again. Only Thornton Township can get money from Thornton Township. Okay? So you cannot live in Indiana. You cannot live in Chicago. I cannot help you. I can only help those that live in our communities. So when we build programs, normally, when you see it from the government level, and they build programs, right? When they build them, they're strictly for normally the poor or the people that seniors or veterans. They always forget about the in-between, the middle-class people, right? The middle-class people need help too. A lot of you guys have asked me for help, and there's no program geared towards you, focused on you, written for you. So myself and my team and the board of trustees here at Thornton Township, that part, here at Thornton Township have came together to create this program to help you in your time of need right now. Yeah, okay. I don't know what just happened. So yeah, we are here to help you in your time of need. So right now, we are about to give away $1 million to everybody at Thornton Township that qualify. Keyword qualify. Because everybody gonna come and tell us they qualify or they need this and they need that. But I just want you to know today that the program was written for the middle class to be able to benefit as well. So, $1 million. Ready? It's for... What is supposed to think? We have to pay mortgages and rent. So if you're behind on your mortgage or your rent, today is your day. Today on Black History Month is your day, people. We're going to make sure we provide a way. So if you were struggling, didn't have a way, didn't know what you was going to do, couldn't call your grandma, your auntie, your mama, or you got people not here no longer that you normally lean on, it's called Lean On Me When You're Not Strong.
Ooh,
I can't sing, so what? I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Wait, no, but, it's a but. I just want you to know that if you need the help, you have to be 2 months behind. 2 months. So if you're 2 months behind, you can come here to Thornton Township at the 333 East 162nd Street building, and you're going to see GA department. That's the General Assistant Department. You go to the front desk, you get the application, fill it out. We also going to put it online. Fill it out, print it, download it, print it, fill it out. We need original copies. And then they got all the stuff. And let Tanika talk to you guys about what you need to bring to get the help that you need. This starts Monday. So I understand y'all going to be lined up. So when you come here Monday, we got a plan. We're going to give you a ticket. And then it has a number on it so that you will be seen. So say, for instance, it's so busy on Monday, which it is probably on the first day. We are going to allow you to still come back and get your place the next day. So I just want you to know that hope ain't lost. And then some of the days they're going to stay after. But I just want you to know on Monday, come here to Thornton Township, 333 East 162nd Street in South Highland to get help with GA, General Assistance, and it's to help pay your mortgage or rent. You have to be 2 months behind, guys. 2 months, okay? And you do not live in Thornton Township. You cannot get help from us. And then the time frame you're asking for? The time is from 9 to 4. So 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the time frame for you to get help here. And yes, if you escrow and your property taxes is included, we pay that too. We're going to pay up to $3,000, guys. $3,000 is the price tag to help you with. So get your stuff together, line up, come and get it. It's yours. We're going to do it for the entire month. So the entire month of February until we don't have any more funds.
I know you got that, Amanda.
To $1 million. Once we are done giving away the money, once the $1 million is done, then that's it, guys. That'll be the end of that program. So again, I want you guys to know I love you, and there ain't nothing you gonna do about it. I'm gonna continue to bless y'all and be a blessing to y'all, and I need you guys to be a blessing to me by supporting me, uplifting me, and tell people to stop with the nonsense. I see y'all be talking about money, this. I never stole a thing in my life. So y'all can stop with the theft and this and that. I don't steal. I don't. So I don't care what anybody tell you. I really hate thieves, believe it or not. Anybody that really truly know me, I can't stand.
I mean, she keeps saying she bringing this lady up, and she hasn't yet. And I got another page of notes, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. It's amazing to me how for every single program, there's money. Like she's creating programs to put into the budget. For what? Because when you look at this $1 million, first of all, she said $1 million to everyone who qualifies. I mean, is that $1 million to everyone who qualifies, or is it $3,000 to every household that qualifies? Because either way, you only talking about 333 people. You ain't talking about a whole lot of people. Is it $1 million to everyone who qualifies, or is it $3,000 to every household that ultimately qualifies after submitting through the application process, as every other city who's involved with this has to do? Oh, I can't wait till this lady comes up and tells her side of this shit, because it's obvious this is another government program that the city is qualified for because it's broke, and they want to invest in the middle class. Yeah, shout outs to you, but watch where she puts the requirements. $3,000 for 2 months. You gotta already be 2 months behind. Okay, you gotta already be 2 months behind. So you already got to be facing foreclosure, okay? But they want to invest in the middle class. The middle class is not the one who's having these issues. You're talking about people who have been in their homes for a while, and most likely the reason they can't pay their mortgage is because they're paying your high-ass water bills, or those parking tickets that you send out that are bogus. Speaking of bogus, shout outs to her former publicist who said she used to be out here looking bogus. I appreciate that word every time I hear it when it's not referring to me. But whenever you hear about a program, there's always money. It ain't never just doing something. And there's no $1 million to everyone who qualifies. She literally said it's not a giveaway, it's a program for mortgage and rent that's 2 months behind for the middle class. And when she tells you in a minute, you got to make no less than $40,000 a year, no more than $60,000. What two-person household makes less than $60,000 a year? Sorry, my ramen noodles just finished. I just walked the fuck away. Listen, my microwave just beeped and I walked the hell away. What two-person household only makes $60,000 a year? That's not middle class. They haven't gotten to the documents you have to bring yet. But this whole thing, Monday come from 9 to 4 when everybody's at work. The middle class is at work from 9 to 4 on Monday. And you got to get a ticket like you at the welfare office or the unemployment line or something. And then if you don't get in today, we'll let you come back tomorrow. Really? You gonna put people through that? You don't even have an online submission process? I put it in the chat and I mean what the fuck I said. And I'm gonna put it on the screen. I ain't gonna say it out loud though, because I'm not stupid. He sure did say February. Y'all, there are these data phishing scams. You have no idea how the information, the data that you are, because you got to be 2 months behind. So you got to prove it with some bills that have all your information on them. And from 9 to 4 when everybody's at work, and we're literally talking about only 333 people, 333 households will qualify. But these people got to be off work from 9 to 4, be 2 months behind on their rent or their mortgage. Most people who are 2 months behind on their rent are facing eviction. Like, it bothers me when you have to be so bad off an organization to help you. And with only $3,000, that reminds me, I mentioned this maybe a few months ago, how, I don't know if you know this, but no matter how much you ever give to your church, if you ever go to your church, I don't care what church you go to, if you ever go to your church and ask for some type of assistance, they'll never give you more than $300. That's it. That's it. That's the benevolence. No matter what your need is, no matter how much you tithe, how much you've led, how much you served, how much you sang, how much you sacrificed, how much you showed up, how much you shouted, how much you traveled, how much you made meals, how much you held other people's babies, they're only ever going to give you $300. And most of y'all give more than that in tithes every 2 weeks. Some of y'all, especially a family. So it doesn't matter that this woman just passed out $5,000 light bills. She gonna give, possibly there's a government program that's gonna give you $3,000. And who knows when you gonna get it. How far behind are you gonna be by the time you get it? Because you already gotta be behind in order to even qualify for it, which means you really need it. But how long does this process take? We're talking about the beginning of February. People who are already behind now have been behind since last year. So it's this thing about poverty. I can't even articulate it yet. Hopefully I can soon, but I'm like pissed. It's like you want people to be poor. Girl, you sound like Ty Tribbett. I want it all back. Everything that he took from me, I want it. Girl, please. It's a new day. That's what I say. It's a new day. It's a new life. Listen, karma is worth so much more. Take a trip around the world and you see how rich you are. Fuck them in their money. They can have it. Whatever you got to do to get it is what you got to do to keep it. That's what my mama taught me when Kurt Franklin came out shaking his thong, talking about shout, stomp. My mama said whatever he doing to get them kids is the same thing he gonna have to do to keep them. Now he on wilding out, humping the air like DC Young Fly. Allegedly. I don't remember if that actually happened or not. I'm making shit up right there. But now sometimes, like I've said over and over again, whenever somebody has tried to get over on me, What they did to get that is the karma they create. When you tell the universe that I'm only going to receive money in this way, then that's the way the universe is going to fashion to provide it for you. I don't pick up change off the street because I don't want it. You either rich or you poor. So why would I pick up a penny? I don't want it. But some people will steal from people thinking that they're getting over, when in all actuality, they're creating a curse on themselves and generational curses for their children. This woman is going through it. She is going through it. She said it. She says she leads gracefully, effortlessly, or whatever she said, but she also says she going through it. She feels beat the fuck up. This is whooping her ass. Her neck. It hurts. You were singing that while you were typing. Everything that it took from me, you want it. Now that song is in my head, Lord. I used to love that song too. It was so dramatic, but it never really got to the point. Like, it talked about sin that isn't sin, but it never really talked about, like, the pastor that touched you when you were a little kid, or, you know, the healing you need from your narcissistic parents. What you want back, Ty? Anyway, thank you for getting me distracted, Amanda. Y'all, let's continue. That's all I got on them notes so far. Shit. I hope Tamika come on up. I forgot it took this long.
So, please stay tuned, because I got a lot more great things coming. And I just hate the fact that people try to overshadow my goodness in my heart,
bitch.
And the things I actually do with negativity or gossip, because they never gossip, which sells. And I get it. Negative news travel faster than anything. And I want people to know that we're building programs that help the community. We're making sure that you get the need out of Thornton Township, because y'all didn't even know it existed. Over 80% didn't even know Thornton Township existed, including everybody that live around here in South Holland. So we do have outreach. Outreach go out and they talk to everybody. And they make sure that you know that we exist, and they make sure you know about the programs that we have before you. So again, Tanika gonna explain to y'all what documents to bring, what you need, so you don't come in here blind. And then we're going to put it online today. And then on Monday, just come in with your documents, come prepared. Everyone not going to qualify. So I want you people to have attitude.
Everyone not going to qualify.
It's for people.
Everyone not. If I believe she said anything the way she meant to say it, I believe she said that. Because when Umar Johnson said, this school does not exist, he meant it. She said everyone not gonna qualify. Ain't nobody gonna qualify. Somebody said it. Ain't that the same thing? Ain't that the same thing? Come on, let's straighten up our thinking crayons. I know it's late, but it ain't too late to smoke some sativa. Listen, she said everyone not gonna qualify. If she didn't say nothing right, she said that. Where that money gonna go, y'all? Where that $1 million gonna go, y'all? Where do you think that $1 million gonna go? She already tried to pass an ordinance when she first became elected that if anybody wanted to gather peacefully with more than 20 people, something like that, they needed to reach out to the chief of police and get approval first. Well, that's illegal. That's because she'd been around here running her mouth supporting the police when they was killing this black girl. And the people wanted to take her head off. They was protesting outside her house. So she wanted to make it where people didn't come to Dalton to protest her. She created that issue. She said everyone not gonna qualify. They are the same thing. Her vacation funds, probably. I go on vacation and I meet amazing people, and I feel like I always come back better. Like, I meet people I never would have met in my normal life, and I always vacation a little bit above my pay grade, except my next few vacations. They're going to be very, very below my pay grade, but I'm looking forward to them anyway. You'll hear more about that. I'm doing some amazing adventures this year. I'm cruising a cruise line I've never cruised before 3 times in the coming year. So in this year. So you'll hear about that. But I generally like to vacation out of my pay grade because people normally vacation where they can afford. And if I vacation a little higher than I can actually afford, then I meet people I never would have motherfucking met. Did you know you can shift your own timeline like that? I meet people that I never would have met. I have an opportunity to gain insight and have conversations. I get invited into rooms and get to meet people that I never would have met, even from the area that I live in, because I vacation a little bit higher than my pay grade. I don't believe she does that. I don't know where that money went in Vegas, but she didn't come back talking better. Because Perry and Sherelle talk better than this. Well, I don't know about Perry, but definitely Sherelle. No shade. I pray all is well over there.
That in price range of $20,000, meaning the income level, $20,000 to $60,000. You have to make some money. So
their income level has to be $20,000 to $60,000. Now, I don't know anybody in the world that makes $20,000 a year who's considered middle class. They're talking about household income, y'all. I don't know anywhere in the world where 20,000 American dollars is considered middle class. Let me see. I might need to update my own information. So middle class income. See what I'm saying? This woman has set a bar that doesn't make sense. What does she talk about middle class? I knew I wasn't crazy. Sometimes you just need a little AI and Google to remind you that you know what the fuck you know. She's saying middle class is 20 to 60,000, but this is saying middle class is 50 to 150,000. So she's literally catering to poor people, making them think they're doing better than they really doing. They're not. That's poverty, honey. That's poverty levels. So you got to be making some money. $20,000 is not some money. That's not even $10 an hour. Really? Seriously? And she's talking about households. She's not talking about people. She's talking about households. What in her mind? So we all know that the average household, average household in Dalton makes $20,000. She's trying, not Dalton, I'm sorry. This is Thornton that she's giving this to, that she's releasing these funds to out of her own kindness and anointing. We know that the average income in that area is $20,000. She's catering to the poorest. She's catering to, she literally says later on, you can't be sleeping on your grandmama's couch and think we gonna pay her. Don't submit any fake leases. She knows what's out there. She knows who's out there. And she has the nerve to say $20,000 to $60,000 is middle class. I wish these people knew how poor they really are.
Okay, go making up no fake leases and all of that. None of that. Y'all know how y'all get. I'm being 100. Stop. So I just want people to know to just be prepared. We got Tanika. Go ahead, Tanika. Go, tell them, girl.
When you are using when you're using the Village's corporate credit card at Food for Less, that's all I gotta say.
Let them know what it is. Be real with my people, because y'all know I'm the real as they come. That part.
And Dollar Tree.
Hey, y'all say I ain't polished, right? Y'all say I'm a little rough around the edges. Hey, that's why they got edge control. Stop it. Stop that.
You think that shit is cute?
Good evening, everybody. Just want to let you all know that the program starts on Monday, like she said. But when you come and get your packet, it's going to take...
This ain't about her. I just want us to take a moment. That's it. I just want to take a moment.
Tell you what you
Get
need
it
to
all
do.
out.
So it has a checkoff sheet of what you need to bring us in. And it states your documents, your ID, your social security cards, your arrears, your 5-day notice, or your mortgage statement saying it's late. Because there's a W-9 has to be filled out by the landlord and the mortgage company in order to get them their money back. So we do right by the money of Thornton Township. So we want to make sure that at the end of the year, they get a 1099 form. So guess what? You can't sleep on grandma's couch and think she's going to get the money, okay? This is for legitimate homeowners and renters. We will verify your information through the assessor's office to verify that you are the homeowner and that you are...
Does this sound like a giveaway or does it sound like a welfare program?
...the landlord of that property. Also, we got an application. When you fill out the application, it asks for all the documents and requirements for everybody in the house. We also want to let you know, Sister Diamond.
Yeah, come on, girl, let them know.
No.
They have to have a legitimate hardship. We can't just give illy-willy.
And you have to have a legitimate hardship. I was about to throw my pen, but there's a gap behind my stove, and I know my pen can roll behind my stove, so I'm gonna keep myself together. Where's the giveaway? You have to apply, submit documentation identifying yourself with your social security number and the documents providing proof that you are behind on your rent or your mortgage, and you have to provide an application with information on everybody in the house. You have to have an income of no more than $60,000 a year and no less than $20,000 a year. You have to have a legitimate mortgage or rent and a legitimate hardship. All of it, y'all. I wish I was on camera right now so you could see my paper. I just listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you got to be 2 months behind too. 8, 9 requirements that you have to meet in order to be a part of this giveaway that only 333 households will actually be able to get. I'm fucking pissed. Where do you get the word giveaway from? Y'all know I'm looking something up. Hold on. So there are 960 households in Thornton as of 2020. And I know I've been studying these meetings and I've heard from several people who just moved into Thornton in the last 2 or 3 months. There are 960 households in Thornton. If you look it up, I'll put a link to what I just searched so y'all can see what I see. I don't know, this link is long, shit. I don't know if that link is gonna go through. Yep, it did. Click on that link and you'll see what I see. How many households in Thornton, Illinois? 960. 960 households. So of course, oh my God, man. How do we misuse people's intelligence like this? And nobody in the chat was feeling it. Nobody in the chat was feeling it. Everybody saw this was some bullshit. People were asking questions about why their water bill was so high. Or when a tree is actually going to get cut in their yard since a budget was created for tree cutting. But nobody's trees are getting cut down. People are asking why they're not being paid as vendors when the board signed a check for it to be released months ago. There are 960 households in Thornton, Illinois. But this only allows for 300 and how many people you think are going to show up on Monday, y'all? How many social security cards, driver's licenses, names, ages, dates of birth, bills are going to be submitted? This is a paperwork nightmare. This is when baby Jesus's mama Mary got raped by God, and she had to go and submit for the town census right before she gave birth to him. That's what this is. It's a town census, honey. It's a phishing scam, and you're not going to tell me any different. You're not going to convince me that there is not a data mining situation happening right now, and people's information is not going to be sold. And they're going to start getting shit in the mail, advertisements and shit. Because what Tiffany Henyard is, y'all, is an influencer. That's what she is. Y'all, I want to watch this movie with you guys called The Joneses. I studied the movie. I watch it all the time. I actually schedule a post for our community tab where I post a link to the movie on Tubi. And this movie is about this family. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to mess it up for you. But what I will say is this. I want to do a watch party where we watch this movie together. This movie came out almost 20 years ago. But when I tell you I watch this movie at least once every 7 years, and it literally is something I have to remember. Oh, that's who these people are. Tiffany Henyard is an influencer. That's what she is. She has not brought anything to the town that is substantial, that would bring anything to the town. No malls, no festivals. No, okay, we can do it. We can definitely do it. I'm just trying to figure out how to download the movie from Tubi without getting sued. I'm really, really careful because I sue everybody. So I got to be careful I do stuff in a certain way. And she said don't make fake eviction notices, but you know, people going to get that 5-day notice figured out one way or another. But there are, I don't want to spoil the movie. I will say this. There are people who are placed in positions to influence you a certain way to separate you from your money. And on that, I'm going to give us a quick break because we've been on here for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I know I'm not the only one who has to pee. Yeah. So I'm going to give us a quick break. Let's do this. Let's give it, can I give y'all 5 minutes? Is that okay? I'm not going to do nothing real long. Like, I know a lot of people do like 15, 20-minute breaks because they need to go snort cocaine or whatever. I just got to pee and wash my hands. Yeah, be right back. I'm putting that up too, honey. I'll see y'all in a minute. Give me 5 minutes. Oh, thank you guys. I really, really, really appreciate you for allowing me to step away for a hot second. I didn't know I needed that break. But anyway, let's get back to this. Whew. Lord, it's unraveling more and more.
Putting your money away. We want to make sure everyone who qualifies. There's going to be a lot of you all say, well, I'm on a fixed income and I'm this and I'm that.
Now, she just can't let that big girl have that screen. She knows she's on portrait mode and that woman is wider than the screen, but she got to be in the shot. I just had to say
life has hit us all in different ways. And so therefore, we want to make sure that you meet the requirements of hardship. Thornton Township or the state of Illinois has rules. There's only two reasons why we do offer emergency. One is a life-changing or provide life-threatening circumstances. That's for you all who are about to lose your home. We can't touch the forbearance. We can't touch the foreclosures. We can't touch Section 8. We can't touch those who are in eviction court. But we are trying to save those who are not there just yet. And that's the working class. Some of us, I just lost my job or I just started a job. If we can look at the information and verify that, we will make a conscious decision to either help or not to help. But we want to let everyone out there know at Thornton Township, we're here to help you. And one of the biggest things about this, as we're learning here in General Assistance, is that there is such a need. I've done 7 funerals requests in 1 week. 7 funeral requests.
Okay, if you ever need to know that somebody is new to their job, listen to what they say. How'd she get this job? She just started this job when Tiffany became mayor. I guarantee it.
For help. We also get water help. You have to have a hardship, and some of the hardships means loss of employment, medical disability, or you're off from work and you broke your leg and you don't have any income, but you had income. We can see if we can help you with that. Delay of benefits from your job, your 401k, your pension, Social Security. We also natural disaster. There's a lot of us who was affected by FEMA, and that we had to use our mortgage or our rent money or other things to maintain our homes. So therefore, we want you to know that you qualify as well. But all this have to be documented. Because we don't want people out there going to FOIA your information. Let's talk for real, as the supervisor will say. They're going to ask for proof of your information. So we want to be able to.
And how many people have submitted FOIAs to Thornton Township or Dalton Village and have not gotten any response from the mayor's office on information they have submitted a Freedom of Information Act on? They speak monthly about what they're waiting to still receive. So come on now. Is that the only reason why you'd want documentation? I mean, for real, it's just a giveaway. God damn. I mean, I could fill out a little piece of paper at a home show and win $1 million without having to show on my Social Security card and be part of a hardship or have a certain income level or be 2 months behind on my bills or all this shit.
To say we are legitimately doing everything right by your money. And that's what we're going to do. Because it's just not the men and women who work in that department. We take this very serious. We also work with homeless prevention. We also work with CETA. We also work with Respond Now, Salvation Army, and all the other agencies we are in partnership with. We have a good reputation out here in Thornton Township and throughout the state of Illinois. And we're well respected for doing the right thing. So therefore, in the General Assistance.
Wait, one bitch just said ain't nobody even know they was there. The other one said they have a stellar reputation for always doing the right thing. I don't understand it.
That's what we're going to do. Some of you all going to want to talk to us right then and there. But we don't mind talking to you. But remember, it's going to be a lot of you all coming in. We have 28 days for this program.
960 households. They're telling to come and bring documents. These are not electronic documents. These are pieces of paper. 960 homes. Only 333 people are going to actually get it, even if all 960 qualify. I'm done, man. It's the scam for me.
And it's going to take 30 days to cut the check and send it to the mortgage company, to the landlord, because it's got to be based off the...
But I asked, how long is the approval process? Because they're not going to approve 333 people in 2 days. It doesn't work like that. I mean, you got 28 days, blah, 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 but you got to approve them first. By then, they're 3 months behind. Man, I can't.
Documents that they provide as well. So when you come in, get your packets. Some of you are going to do it online. Sometimes it's not necessary, but you want to come in and talk to the team, and the team is prepared to talk to you. Because after you do that part, we still got to go on the computer and type some stuff up. We still got to call the mortgage company. We still got to call the landlord to verify those information as well. So we appreciate Thornton Township, our Board of Trustees, as well as our supervisor for offering this $1 million opportunity for our residents in Thornton Township.
All right, y'all heard it.
Wait a minute.
From the director.
Hold on. I gotta go back.
Who was affected by FEMA, and that we had to use our mortgage or our rent money or other things to
I went way farther
maintain
back
our
than I wanted
home.
to. That's why I don't go around, y'all.
We want you to know that you qualify as well.
It's a
But
really
all this
small
has to have to be
line.
documented. Document. Because we don't want people out there going to FOIA your information. Let's talk for real, as the supervisor will say. They're going to ask
At Thornton Township.
Damn it.
We also get water help.
It was something she said on here.
Salvation Army and all the other agencies we are a partnership with. We have a good reputation out here in Thornton Township and throughout the state of Illinois. And we're well respected for doing the right thing.
She sounds like she's doing
So
a commercial.
therefore, in the General Assistance Department, that's what we're
Yeah,
going to do.
this is the
Some
city
of you all
girl
going
mayor.
to want to talk to us right then and there. But we don't mind talking to you. But remember, it's going to be a lot of you all coming in. We have 28 days.
Hold on, I want to
for this
hear who she
program.
thanked at the end.
And it's going to take 30 days to cut the check and send it to the mortgage company, to the landlord, because it's got to be based off the documents that they provide as well. So when you come in, get your packets. Some of you are going to do it online. Sometimes it's not necessary, but you want to come in and talk to the team, and the team is prepared to talk to you. Because after you do that part, we still got to go on the computer and type some stuff up. We still got to call the mortgage company. We still got to call the landlord to verify those information as well. So we appreciate Thornton Township, our Board of Trustees, as well as our
Where's
supervisor
the giveaway?
for offering this $1 million opportunity for our residents in Thornton Township.
All right, y'all heard it. From the director. The director of the General Assistance Department. I just want you all to know that I'm glad you guys tuned in and that you're ready to get.
Now, before I continue, I just want us to share our notes because I've shared my notes. Y'all, is this a giveaway? Because some folks just came in. Some folks were watching the premiere of this and just came in. Is this a giveaway by traditional definition? Amanda said no. You sure? This isn't Tiffany Henyard. Oh my God. Don't say his name. Shit. Sorry, y'all. In the traditional sense, is this a giveaway from Tiffany? Now, I posted the flyer, no edits, straight from her Facebook page on our community tab. I didn't add nothing to it. I didn't take nothing away from it. I posted the flyer and I asked y'all what you would think this was if you happened to see it. I didn't check back to see if there were any responses to that. But if you look at the full flyer, at the bottom it says, discover how you can qualify, don't miss out. That's still not telling people what they need to know. And it says in honor of Black History Month. No, it's not. You just attach something to it like they do in church to make people have a reason to believe in something. This wasn't in honor of Black History Month. This is something that the government rolled out that you took advantage of like 17 other cities in your area. But which mayor is presenting this as their thing? Tiffany A. Henyard and Thornton Township Board. And Thornton Township Board is so white you can hardly see it against the yellow background. Like, this is really all about Tiffany. Gigantic picture of her with her doing the heart symbol like she's a Korean middle schooler. Like, I don't understand how people don't see that she just scammed them again. I mean, you know, I won't say it's not alone. And I'm going to tell you why I won't say it's not alone. Because my parents lived in a neighborhood where the city had decided to take some properties and rehab them or tear them down and rebuild them to enrich the value of the neighborhood. Well, the benefit of my parents continuing to stay and live in the neighborhood through all that construction was the neighborhood, the city gave them free property taxes for like 20 years. Okay. That sounds great. Their property taxes were about $700 a year. Okay. Here go the thing. When my parents filed their taxes, they had to claim that deduction of $700 as income. Yeah, they did. They had to tell, when they did their taxes, city taxes, state taxes, federal taxes, they had to claim that $700 they didn't have to pay as income. Yep. As income. I had to explain to somebody a couple days ago. I forget who I was even talking to now. Shit. That, who was I talking to? Oh, it was a lady in line. I was shopping a couple days ago, and I got in a conversation with this lady. Her kids were signed to Def Jam. And somebody tried to offer them $30,000. And I was like, $30,000? That's not no fucking advancement. I said, as a loan? She said, no, not as a loan, as an advancement. I was like, ma'am, an advancement is a loan. And most artists get at least $1 million to put out their first piece of work. Because they got to pay people to do that work. But she obviously didn't know. But yes, this sounds like a loan. It is possibly a phishing scam to get data from people within a certain socioeconomic group who wouldn't normally give up that data, to create a clearinghouse of sorts. Because I don't understand where she gets middle class from when I thought so, but you know, the ultimate god of information, Google, confirmed for me that these are not middle class people. These are poor people by all rights and privileges. This isn't helping the middle class. Who told you that? You just lying. Y'all, let's wrap this up and see what else she got for the people.
The benefits here at Thornton Township, we're spending the
Tiffany gonna pull some bananas out of a tree and tell you she grew them bitches.
$1 million back into the people, but we're giving $1 million back to you guys. So I want you guys to make sure, if you know somebody or you got a parent or someone on the block that's just struggling and don't know which side is up, make sure that they come here on Monday and get the help that they need. Because my job is to make sure I give it away. You got to give the money away. So what I mean by that is to make sure I can keep you on your feet and make a way. A couple things right here. Somebody asked a question again about the tax increase. So the tax increase for different communities, a couple ones I left out. It can be each board. So it could be park districts, libraries, school boards, college boards.
Libraries.
It could be different people like that. The mosquito abatement. You don't understand that everybody has their own little portion that they do raise. So I just want to educate you on that. If you look on your tax bill, you will see all the different entities that take a portion of your taxes. But you should go to their board meetings or ask them as it relates to their why, because I can't answer that for them. I could just assume why majority of the people do it, which is cost of living, which a lot of people do it because of that, because they still got their firemen, they police, they public works, you got union contracts, you got all these things that make up your town, and they get paid through your tax money. So majority of the time, that's the main reason why. And the amount they can go to is 4.99%. Without going to the public. And that's why you residents tend not to see that they raise your property taxes, even when they tell you they don't. They do. So that part. And my job is to just put you on notice and educate the workforce, because a lot of times people don't know what it is.
Y'all don't elect people who say that part. I love it. I say it too, but I'm not trying to represent you. Fuck.
With that being said, make sure you go and follow me. If you're on my page now, hit the follow button so you can always get updates from your super mayor, because I'm going to keep on educating for the entire month of February. I'm going to give you a blessing and let you know what's going on in your backyard throughout the Southland, because a lot of people won't tell you the truth. A lot of people won't tell you what they're doing, because don't nobody got more smoke than Tiffany Henyard. So I just want to show you what it is. And when you are a politician that speaks truth and speak life back into things, you normally are the one that's under attack the most. I'm doing all this by raising
so the people that voted her in office with an 82% vote also voted for her to get out of the fucking office. I just had to say that.